We've got our front facing here and our front lining, and I'm just sewing these together. And I'm going to sew with the fabric on top, or the outer fabric on top, and just get started. And then we'll line up here. So we've got a notch halfway down. Because this goes, see this, there's this slight fullness here because where the lining goes onto the slight bias, because it's shaped out, it's going to have a bit more give in it. So make sure you match up your notches here, and then that'll just flow through to the bottom there. So actually what I might do is I'll do that, and then I'll find halfway here, and it'll help me ease my lining onto the facing around that slight curve. So just go slowly, do a section at a time. Keep an eye, make sure your raw edges are together. Okay, so there are two pieces together. So I'm going to press this, I'll do the other one, and then I think I'll do the side seams and sew the back onto the front lining, and we'll have another update. I've made up the body of the lining here. I press the seam where the facing meets the lining, press that, and that seam is going to want to automatically go toward the lining. If some reason your lining was quite fine and you're really worried about that seam being seen there, you could turn it back underneath the facing and then stitch along, like do a pin stitch along here to keep that seam allowance back. But you're going to see the seam allowances around the armhole, the neck, the shoulder, and the side seams anyway. So I've pressed the side seams open. The shoulder seam here I've sewn and then pressed it towards the back because of the facing here. That's the way that it wants to sit. The sleeves, this sleeve I've just sewn the underarm seam all the way, and this one here I've sewn. So I've sewn down here. You can see where I've stopped. So just down here, and then left an opening. So about a third of the length of the underarm seam is an opening that I've left, and that's what we're going to use to get into the lining to finish off the garment. Yes, so that's sort of prep for that, for the finishing of the garment. So now I'm just going to sew these sleeves into the lining. We won't show you that, but you can look at the tailor jacket video if you'd like to see that happening, and then we'll start putting the lining into the body of the jacket.